This is class 10th NCERT Maths exercise 1.2 question number 1. Express each number as a product of its prime factors. The first number is 140. 140 prime factors. Let's start dividing by 2. 140 divided by 2. 70 will be the quotient. Again 70 is prime factorized. It's divisible by 2. 35. Now this 35 is divided by 5. So you got 7. So here for 140 we got prime factors. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. So 140 is 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. Second number is 156. Similarly, let's calculate the prime factors of 156. 156 even number, so let's start dividing it by 2. 2 7s are 14, 2 8s are 16. Again it's divisible by 2. 39. This is divisible by 3. 30. So you got 156 equals to 2 into 2 into 3 into 30. These are the prime factors. 3 into 13. Next number in the exercise is, third number is 3825. Now 3825. Since it's ending with 5, so let's start dividing by 5. So when we divide by 5, 7s are 35, 5 6s are, then 2 remainder, 5 5s are 25. Let's check once again. 5 7s are 35, 5 6s are 30, and 5 5s are 25. Again it's divisible by 5 as it's ending with 5. We got 153. Now 153, sum of the digits 5 and 1 6, 6 plus 3 9. It's divisible by 3. So 153 is divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3. Now 51, again it's divisible by 3. 5 plus 1 6. 6 is divisible by 3, so 51 is also divisible by 3. You got 17. So 3825 you got. 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 17. 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 17. These are the prime factors. So here actually it's by fundamental theorem of arithmetic that every composite number can be expressed as the product of prime factors in a unique way. Means here all these numbers, composite numbers, we are expressing it in the form of prime factors. That's what we are explaining, actually the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Next number is 5005. This is divisible by 5 as it is ending with 5. So first prime factor will be 5. Then after that, let's find out now. 5005. When we divide by 5, we got 5 1s are 0, 5, 1001. Now since it is ending with 1, so let's try. It's not divisible by 3 because 1 plus 1 is 2. So let's try to divide it by either 7 or 11 or 13. Let's try to divide it by 7. So when we divide by 7, we got 7 1s are 7, 4s are, and 7 3s. 143. Now this is divisible by difference. 3 plus 1 4 minus 4 0. So it's divisible by 11. 11 ones are 11, 11 threes are. So you got, this is the prime factor. So again this composite number can be expressed as the product of primes in unique way, except its order. Like order can be changed, otherwise prime factors will not change, will never change. So that is what we are trying to explain by solving these problems. We are trying to explain that every composite number can be expressed as product of primes in a unique way. Means the prime factors will not, that will remain unique, that will never change, but the order can be, if you want, you can change the order. Like in place of this you can write 11 into 5 into 7 into 30. Even if the order is changed, the product remains the same. Now the last part is 7429. 9 plus 2 11 plus 4 15 and 7 22. This is not divisible by 3. Not divisible. So let us try. We can try by first 13 or 7 in ending with 7, because here it is 9. 7 sevens are 49. So like that you try and you will find that the first prime factor is 17. This is divisible by 17. You can try by 13 or 11, or 11 also it won't be divisible. This won't be divisible by 11. So let us start dividing it by 17. So this is 7429 divided by 17. We get let's divide now. 7429 divide by 17. 5 times it won't be good. Let's multiply by 4. 4 sevens are 28. 17 fours are 68. Carry down to, again 4 times it will be 68. So let us take now 3 times. 51. 17 threes are 51. Now carry down 9, so it will be divisible by 7. 7 sevens are 49. It's divisible by 17. So we got 437. 437 is the quotient. Again it's divisible by, now you can try by 17, it won't be divisible. By 19 you can try now. If you divide this 437 by 19, five, then this is 19 threes are 57. It goes 23 times. Now we got a prime number. This won't be further divisible. So we got now 3 factors, 17, 19 and 23. 17, 19 and 23. So this is the product of these 3 prime factors. That's all. This is the first question of exercise 1.2. This explains fundamental theorem of arithmetic.